Alright. Can I give you a joke? I recorded like 9 minutes for 9 minutes of my reaction to the game. And then when I'm, finished and doing everything and checking, I was like, oh my God, mic was on. And this goes to show, be very watchful and mindful of the little things in life, right, Arsenal fans? So just watch the game and also just kind of mulling it over that Arsenal really for the entire season has been just being Arsenal, so to speak. And it's not a bashing Arsenal video. I just want to put that out there. It's not. But I think you have to do some self-reflection and just ask a question, why weren't we good this season? No, the first thing that we're going to point out is that the injuries happened, right? You lose your best player, Saka. You lose Martinelli for a while. You didn't get a striker. Of course, you didn't need a striker in the summer apparently because, everything was going well last season because you just lost the league by 2 points. But until the injuries happened, so to speak, then everything went abysmal. Today, I think Manchester United has been doing what other teams have been doing to Arsenal, which is let's just play in the mid block, have 4 bodies, 5 bodies in the midfield if necessary. Let's funnel them out wide in the wide areas so that they can get the crosses in and give it to Merino, but we can defend Merino because we have good enough defenders. Now, if we look at Manchester United's play since Ruben Amorim has come into the team, defensively, they aren't bad. Defensively, they are pretty good. I still think they're top 8 in the league in terms of defensively. Attacking output, of course, is shambolic. But defensively, they're a very sound team. And if you face a team that's in the top 10 in terms of XGs, then and your output attacking doesn't match that, then of course it's going to either you're going to lose or it's going to be a stalemate. And this is what happened. Now we can look at the obvious one, according to Arsenal fans, which is the free kick that Bruno Fernandes scored. Persons on the Twitter space, it should be. So if you're pushing the ball further towards the goal, closer to the goal, then of course it makes it a little bit, if not more, easier, whether it's a free kick or not. Your chance and the keeper's positioning, again with David Raya, was bad and it wasn't stopped. Therefore, a goal happened. And what's the first thing you do as Arsenal fan? Complain. The first thing, not only the drop, but complain that it should have been 11 yards. Unnecessary. And this is the mindset or the mentality of Arsenal as a football club, which trickled down into the fans. This fan base looks at other teams' flaws and not their own enough. They look at referee agendas. They look at red card decisions. They look at Liverpool getting lucky in terms of Darwin Núñez not coming off. They look at how many penalties Liverpool has gotten in for the entire league. They look at the type of, not the goals, the type of goals that Mohamed Salah has scored throughout the entire season. And then you wonder as an Arsenal fan why you are not doing well. It's because you have not looked into the mirror enough. And today just completely symbolized and pretty much put in an entire hole for the entire season as to how Arsenal has been inconsistent in games. Now, coming into this game, they had scored 7 against PSV. Everyone was raving. We're back. We can face Real Madrid. We can face Atletico Madrid. We can defeat these teams because we scored against PSV in the Champions League. No, it's not just the opposition. Okay, it's the competition that matters. Yet you only scored 1, barely. A good setup in Timber getting through the defense, weaving, dribbling, and then Declan Rice scoring a wonderful goal. But outside of that, nothing else happened in the game. Manchester United had countless chances to kill the game off, at least 3 or 4 that they should have had in the back of the net, but didn't. Again, their attacking output is awful, and so they did not score. So what does this mean for the title? Pretty much over. Based on the calculations, Liverpool needs 16 points to win the league or to be crowned champions if Arsenal wins all 10 games. But the truth is, if we look at the injury record, it's also on your owners. It's also the reason why did you not get additional players in the attacking area of the pitch? You may complain and curse Darwin Núñez as much as you like, but he contributes in a goal. He did it in the Champions League. He did it yesterday. There's contributions to be made, even if you're not the best player in your team. And Arsenal just have not done that. They have not shown the nose or the champions mentality to push through even if things don't go your way. The first thing that you do is throw your hands up and begin to pout and complain and curse because it's not. That's a spoiled child. And you have no reason to be spoiled because you've not won anything in the past 5 years. What is to be had? What is to be so puffed up and prideful about when you have not won anything? No. Has your team gotten better since Mikel Arteta has become manager? Yes. Absolutely. Have they shown where they could have been champions twice? Definitely. But it takes more than just tactics to win. It takes a mentality. When Arsenal went 10 men down, I think twice in the league. I think one was against Brighton and the other was against Bournemouth. In both instances, your manager, and correct me if I'm wrong, your manager said, you know what, let's just sit behind the ball and just wait it out and see how best we can keep the scoreline to a draw. Compared to Arne Slot, backtrack, last season when Liverpool was down to 9 and were actually playing better than Tottenham Hotspur at Tottenham Stadium. And unfortunately, you know how the VAR decisions had happened and they lost 2-1, unfortunately, to a own goal. And then this season, Slot has done that. The opportunity was there at the Fulham game. They were down 1-0 with 10 men, and unfortunately they gave up a goal. But they played better with 10 than 11. Those are signs, are the mentality of champions, that we're going to win, not hold the game or try to keep the opposition from scoring. We're going to win the game by any means necessary. And today they didn't show it. I'd like to point out one simple thing. Was that when Declan Rice scored, I don't know if he realized that he needed to win the game, and I think someone, Asim on Twitter was highlighting that and did it for me, was that the first thing that Declan Rice did after he scored was to celebrate in front of the Stratford end. Really, my guy, you are trailing a team who is way ahead by 16 points, 15 if you put. The whole point is that you score and you go again quickly as possible. When Darwin Núñez scored yesterday, where Liverpool were training, the first thing that he did, he was celebrate and say, let's go, we have to get back there and score again. That is a simple thing, the small details that matter into how you behave as a champion. And Liverpool has showed that. So we can blame the injuries as much as we like. We like to blame the referees as much as we like to look at VAR decisions that haven't gone their way. Fine, sure. And as one movie liner says, we create our own luck. You have to create your own luck. You have to be consistent enough, hitting the champion's mentality in every game as much as possible. It cannot be that you rely so much on one simple tactic that persons always commend and are very sarcastic about in corners, scoring from set pieces. Eventually, teams are going to wise up and you won't score so many set pieces. So, this is my channel. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let's have a conversation. And Arsenal fans, I do feel for you. Until next time, guys. Peace.